I don't chase, I attract. What's meant for me will simply find me.
Be careful what you wish for, punk.
Stay focused. Don't talk about what you're gonna do. Don't just dream about what you're gonna do. You be it. Be about it.
Oh, you look so cute sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Get your ass up! Get your ass up! What has sitting on your ass gotten you thus far?
When you bet on yourself, you're making an investment into your own future. Every thought in your mind, every word you speak is powerful. Every action you take has consequences for yourself and your community.
Crying is the most beautiful thing you can do. I encourage people to cry. I cry all the time. It's the most healthy expression of how you're feeling. There's no shame in that.
Nope.
Make sure that you are talking to yourself in a way that is loving and supportive.
I am awesome!
When a friend is in crisis, I know how to be there for them. When I am in crisis, when I have quote-unquote f***ed up, my response is, idiot. What did you expect? If I spoke to my friends like I used to speak to myself, I would have no friends. Think, judge, control the words that come out of your mouth. So if you do talk to yourself out loud, the words are loving, supportive, and nourishing. Be your own best friend.
I want to thank me for believing in me, for doing all this hard work, for having no days off.
I actually did it myself. Yeah.
Nice.
For never quitting, for always being a giver. Snoop Dogg, you a bad... That's mental health.
You be fearless every day, and when you don't feel like it, just pretend, girl. That's it.
Fake it till you make it.
Really and truly, don't let them see you sweat.
If you do not have it written down, your chances of it happening is reduced drastically.
Interesting.
It's a principle of success. Habakkuk 2:2. Put it on your vision board, work like a dog, and ask God for some help.
Holy Spirit, activate. Activate, activate.
If you can think it, you can achieve it. That's a promise of your God.
At the height of 21, I fell pregnant, and it was considered career suicide. It was there and then that I chose to reject the scarcity of success and the idea that you have to be constantly relevant to be successful. And you'll never guess what? Away with it.
It's not easy. Without commitment, you'll never start. Without consistency, you'll never finish. Keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Keep moving, keep growing, keep learning.
Bruh.
See you at work.
To all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see.
In the United States, the principal problem of the poor people is they're too fat.
Eat your vegetables!
All this enormous increase in living standards, freedom, diminishment of racial inequities, and all the huge progress. People are less happy about the state of affairs.
I don't know. I think I'm just like a very broken person trying to live life. So, yeah.
The world is not driven by greed. It's driven by envy. Everybody's 5 times better off than they used to be. They take it for granted. All they think about is somebody else has more now.
How much does the earth cost? I'm going to buy the entire earth and be king.
A lot of people are very unhappy and feel very abused after everything's improved by about 600% because there's still somebody else who has more.
No matter how much emotion and feeling you may have or how much hurt you may have, life has to go on. Life doesn't stop for anybody. So if you don't process that and understand that, you're stuck in whatever time period you got hurt forever. So grudges and anger and negativity, I don't have time for it. I can't stand in the past and bathe in what was wrong.
Charlie Chaplin said, life is a tragedy in close-up and a comedy in long shot. If you sit back visually on a situation, it automatically becomes funnier.
Why so serious?
Life is short and it's fragile. Just celebrate life. If you haven't told someone you love them, do it now. Tell people you love them. Call your friends, text your friends, hug them, kiss them.
I'd like to thank Brenda. You are absolutely everything. You're my champion. You're the only person happier for me today than I am. You give me family, you know, and after the birth of our 2 boys, you become one of my 3 favorite people. You're somewhere in there. I love you. I love you so much.
Ew.
am I?
If anything defines this man, it's the way that he lives his life to honor and value his home. I am his home. Our girls are his home. He is hardwired to get home. If he came home from set not in his wardrobe, we would be very concerned. Daddy always comes home. He is the most present person you will ever meet. And yes, he creates magic in his work. But man, oh man, does he create magic in his real life.
My #1 beauty secret is to really love yourself. It's okay to be in love with yourself. It doesn't mean you're cocky, it doesn't mean you are overconfident. Like, that's just something that should be normal.
We are not alone in our struggles. For so long I was searching for a real love, but I finally found my real love. And that real love is me.
Learn to love yourself first. You don't need confirmation from a man or a woman, parents, nobody. You should love yourself first and love what you are and who you're becoming, and then it'll make it easy on other people to follow that.
At some point, you have to take ownership of your life. That's why I feel like so many people are miserable, because you're in victim mode. I don't ever want to be a victim of my life or my circumstances, ever.
You are worthy of life. You are.
What kind of love do I want in my life? What am I going to stand for or not stand for? And something I always stand by is I'm not settling. That just means people got to meet me where I'm at.
The most expensive thing we really spend is time. The time put into the relationship.
Yeah, it's true. Ask about it. Ask.
I'm in a friendship with a woman and I'm finding a gratification out of seeing her happy.
Well, that's beautiful. Oh my God.
At that point, I think I'm in love with her.
What kind of love are you?
Oh, I give myself a 10.
When you're told you're not good enough, you tell them, not only am I good enough, I'm more than enough. Despite life's detours, you are destined for greatness.
The amazing thing about social media is that wherever you live in the world, whatever conditioning or whatever people around you might think, you can access a whole community of other people that think differently and that want to support you.
We live in a world where anyone has the right to say anything that they want about you at any time. But just please remember that you have the right to prove them wrong.
What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me.
One day, or day one. Think about it. What is that thing that we wanted to accomplish that has been gnawing at your gut? That thing that you think you have some passion about? I'll do it one day. Or, and I like this one better, day one.
I promise you, if you put your mind to it and you work hard and you never give up and you do not listen to the rejection, you can achieve anything that life throws your way.
Failure is okay because it helps you better yourself on what you not to do. You'll be better at it because you've seen it before. And when you love to do it, you don't look at it as a job.
Everybody would love to be able to be themselves, but they can't because they must fall in line with the person in front of them. You want to live that kind of life, I wish you the best. I'll be on the other side somewhere.
I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they would want to be me, but they don't. They don't know. They don't understand.
You're a billionaire.
How are you doing? I'm okay. In the grand scheme of things, I can't complain.
Do you get lonely?
Sometimes. My kids and friends keep me company. There are many nights I sleep alone.
Right, but you're still basically a billionaire.
I don't have to, but I do.
That's right. Money isn't everything.
Standing here winning this award doesn't mean that I have it all figured out. If you don't feel strong every day, that's okay and it's normal. You're never alone and you're never stuck no matter how down you feel.
If your happiness depends on the actions of others, you're at mercy of things that you can't control.
If you allow people to project their fears onto you, you won't live.
Girl, facts.
I believe those people who told me that when I became pregnant in college that I wouldn't finish. I walked across that stage with my son on my hip, collected my degree.
Period.
I didn't hear the naysayers. They were like, you're too old to go to California. If you don't hit by 25, you're not gonna make it. I will be 46 this year. I am just touching the surface.
We have this terrible minority of people who get to control the masses. The housing crisis, the homelessness crisis, the healthcare crisis in this country, the food crisis, the big sugar crisis. Like, it's got none of our best interests, whether you are right, left, independent, whatever. We are all suffering and we need to come together in this fight. Otherwise, nothing's going to change for anyone.